I Don't Get It
Podcast. Yay! It's another week of the I Don't Get It podcast.
Yay!
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 I am so excited. So I haven't told you guys this, but I'm actually covering New York Fashion Week, which has been a dream of mine.
That's very cool.
A dream of mine forever and ever and ever. That's like why I wanted to produce. That's why I produced it. Was like because it was like a fashion focused network. Anyway, so lately I've been like reading up on a lot of fashion articles, and I came across this Dazed fashion article from Dazed Fashion. I don't know why I just said it like that. This article on Dazed Fashion, and it was titled. Let me pull it up. I thought it was so interesting. It was titled TikTok's personal shoppers are the new frontier in Gen Z style. And so obviously keywords there were TikTok and Gen Z, two things that I am fascinated by because I'm a dinosaur. And then I was also thinking, Lauren, like, remember how you and I are always like, you're always like, does this look good with this?
Yeah.
Like, I just thought about how cool it is that these Gen Zers are making it accessible when it comes to styling. When we all think of styling, we think of like a celebrity has a stylist and you have to be really rich to have that, or a personal shopper. And when I've had Taylor Areer, my stylist at E,
who is amazing.
He's the best. I think we should have him on one day, but it is such a it is like the greatest thing in the world to have someone worry about everything, like what shoe, even down to the garments, like what bra, like you don't have to buy anything and they just tell you what looks good and then you put it on and you feel confident. And it's like, it's the best. And it sucks that like the everyday person can't have this. Long story long, now you can, thanks to these Gen Zers that we're going to talk to today on the podcast that are basically taking over TikTok and like offering styling advice or personal styling through their TikTok.
Yes. I'm going to try not to ask questions right now or discuss any of my questions because we're going to save them for the experts. But
but I should say that we all know that I suck at fashion. I'm actually like really good when I like have to dress up. You know, like if I had a red carpet thing or like on The Bachelor, I was very good. But like my day to day, I have no day to day fashion sense. And I really don't give a fuck. Like I really just don't care. It's like if I wanted to, I could. But like, so we'll see.
But also, I wonder, I have a question for you, Ashley, because obviously there's a lot of people like you, and this isn't like an episode for people like you that don't care. This is like for people that do care and do want to like look great every day and change their wardrobe. But I wonder, do you think if you had someone, right, that would do this for you, would you?
yeah, like these cozy pants would look good with this top and make you look good together. Would you just grab that whole stack of clothes and put that on your body?
It's because there's so much work involved.
I always say that if you pick out my clothes every day, I'm fine with that. But my whole thing is like, because I just work from home, it like doesn't matter. If I had to go, like when I used to have to like go out more often, I cared more, obviously. Like I would like go and like put an outfit on for like when I record at iHeart, or when even like running around in LA is totally different than me doing errands in Rhode Island. Like I don't need to be cute and hip there. And I just don't overall care. But that's because I've always been like more of like a face person too. Like I don't know that I don't feel like I'm more cool and presentable because I'm wearing a certain outfit. But that's just like why I'm saying this up front, is because like you guys are definitely going to take the lead on this podcast, and that's totally fine. I love the way you guys dress, and if you handed me outfits,
it's okay.
I would wear them.
This may be a podcast for you then, because you would need one of these people to hand you an outfit. And I'm not going to go any further. We're just going to let her in now. We have Sid.
All right, guys, we got Sid on the line. If you are on TikTok, which so I don't even know why I said if you're on TikTok. I'm so old. Okay, so her TikTok handle is Takeout by Sid, the name of her business and TikTok account. And basically, Sydney gives anyone in the world access to personal styling and shopping services starting at literally $20.
I thought it was $30.
Well, it could be 30, but it starts at 20. And for about $16, she will personally put together like outfits based on items that you already own, which is I can't wait to ask you about this. And all you have to do is like send her photos of the items that you want styled with like a Pinterest board and yada, yada, yada. In just over a year, she has gained over 100,000 followers and 1.6 million likes. Sydney, thank you for being here. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. So excited to be here.
Okay, so first, like, what were you doing before you blew up on TikTok? And then, like, how did this idea come to fruition?
Okay, so before I started, like, blowing up on TikTok and before I started Takeout, basically, I was doing, like, some retail work. I was working at Foot Locker. I was working at Le Chateau. It's a Canadian brand. Not sure if you know it. And then I'm a competitive hip hop coach. Oh, so I was doing that a lot.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And, so then basically like once the pandemic kind of started, I had like a lot of extra time on my hands, like all of us did, obviously. And, I was scrolling on TikTok, spending hours on TikTok, and I kind of like got like more into fashion than I was before. I've always been into fashion. Like I've always loved putting together like a cute outfit. But like once I started like really getting into fashion from Pinterest and TikTok and stuff, I kind of had like an idea where like this could be something that I could really turn into like a passion and turn into like a business that I could really help a lot of people. Because I was noticing that a lot of people were like giving fashion tips on TikTok, but like people were like always in the comments, they're like, oh, can you style me? Like, how much would it be for you to style me? Can you shop for me? Like all this stuff. And I'm like, I could shop for you. Yeah, that's kind of how it started.
Wow. And so then what was like the first video you posted or the first styling thing you did? And then explain what you offer now, like what packages and how it all works.
So the first the first TikTok I posted was, honestly, it wasn't that great. It was a little bit of a flop. I'm not going to lie. I had like 5 followers for like a month and they were all my friends.
Yeah. It's hard to grow on TikTok.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, it's so difficult to figure out the algorithm. But once I did, the first video that kind of like blew up, that kind of like brought business my way, was I posted a video of a client transformation. So this girl was also my friend, but she was purchasing packages from me. And I showed like what her style was before and a couple pictures that we took that I styled her in. So and that really like blew up because like people saw like the before, they saw the after, and they were like, hello, that looks good. And so a lot of people like purchased packages and stuff like that. And it also happened that the day that TikTok blew up, I also started pushing ads for my business because I got my website up like 2 days before that. And then I started pushing ads. So it got like a lot of exposure. So like I grew really, really quickly. It was kind of difficult for me to keep up in the beginning. Wow. Because like that TikTok ended up like, I went from like getting like 20 views, 30 views on like 3 TikToks to like 1.7 million.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
so yeah, that was a little difficult to keep up with, but I'm very thankful for that.
So now that you have all of these customers and clients, do you feel like it's going to be hard for you to start charging more because like you're having such an influx, but you're kind of like your tagline is basically like get styled for $30. So have you thought about like raising your prices for the demand?
Honestly, I have a little bit just because my tagline is $30 for the package. But that's in Canadian, which is even cheaper in American. Oh. So it turns out to be like $26 American or something and $30 Canadian. Sorry, yeah. So I haven't really thought of raising my prices. I think keeping up with the demand, I want to start hiring more stylists to keep up with that because I really don't want to like, just because I'm like getting a lot of business, I don't want to like make it now unaffordable and unattainable for my target market. Right. If you know what I mean. So I want to keep my prices low.
Yeah. Is it $30 for one outfit?
No, it's $30 for 4 outfits.
Oh, that's good.
Great.
So how many requests do you get a day?
How many packages?
$30 requests?
It really depends. It really depends on the day. Like one day I can get like 1 and then the next day I can get like 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something that will always be in fashion in my book, and I don't care if you say it's not, but it is. It is. It's Rothy's. We all know my love for Rothy's, the most comfortable flats in the entire world, the only ones that have like no break-in period. They don't cut up the back of your ankle, and they don't hurt my bunions, which is really nice. It's not just flats. They have loafers and sneakers too. They also have bags. And guys, guess what? They have men's shoes now too, which are intentionally designed with an artisanal level of detail, and it's created with practically zero waste. Rothy's men's shoes, they're durable, they're washable, they're better for the planet. By the way, the women's shoes are also durable, washable, and better for the planet. They're made from recycled plastic water bottles. That's what a lot of them are made from. That's incredible. And plus, they have done rigorous testing during R&D results that creates the perfect fit wash after wash, so you don't have to worry about shrinking and stuff.
We forgot to mention sandals, Ash. Rothy's now has sandals, an array of colors. So if you love your flats, your original flats, which I know you probably already got your flats, try out the sandals and you'll be equally as happy.
And the washable bags, perfect for summer getaways, because you know how when you go to the beach and like you put things in there and then your bag is all gross and soggy, it's really nice to just throw it into the washing machine.
I just love that everything's washable, because I feel like these days it's so hard to like find something that's sustainable yet fashionable yet functional. You know what I mean? It's like, it's always like when you spend a lot of money on like a great fashion piece, it's always like, ugh, I got to take this to the dry cleaners. This is going to cost so much money to clean. You know, you just can't throw it in the wash. What's great about Rothy's, again, for whoever you're buying them for, it's just such a great gift to yourself or to someone else, especially that man in your family if you want to up his fashion game, because it is functional. It is something you can throw in the wash. So, and also the community, like the customers of Rothy's, are all obsessed. Lisa L says these shoes are like walking on clouds, and Julie A says no break-in period, no blisters, just pure comfort, which is honestly so rare in a shoe. Like, we all know that so many shoes have break-in periods, and it's annoying. So, guys, step up your summer wardrobe with washable, sustainable, stylish shoes and bags from Rothy's. All you guys have to do is head to rothys.com/getit, and you can find your new warm weather favorites today. That's rothys.com/getit. How can you explain like how your package works exactly? So someone goes to your page, and then how does it work?
Yeah, so basically, it's all automated through my website, and I have different packages that you can purchase on the website. For example, first I'll talk about the personal styling package. So this is where the client styles I style what the client already has. So basically, you fill out the order form, you tell me what you like, you can link a Pinterest board, and then after your purchase, you receive instructions on how to submit your pictures. And then you submit your pictures, I put together a visual, and then I send it back to you. So this personal styling package includes 4 outfits. Then there's the personal shopping package. That's the famous package that went viral. Yeah?
Oh, no, you continue.
Okay. That's the package that went viral. It was $30. And that includes 4 outfits. So you fill out the order form, tell me your top size, bottom size, shoe size, Pinterest board, additional comments, colors that you like. And if you don't have a Pinterest board or you don't know what you like, I also have lookbooks on my Instagram that you can like choose from, that you can list in the order form. So that I put together 4 outfits. I shop for them, put the links in the document. And then I put together the pictures, make a visual arrangement, and send that to you. Then I have the works, which is like the all-inclusive package, basically for people who want like a little more guidance or don't really know what they're looking for. It happens over a 45-minute Zoom call.
Okay.
And that's when we kind of like do like a style assessment. I put together a ton of clothes for you. And then I make 3 categories of outfits. So new outfits, hybrid outfits, and then already owned outfits. So I style the clothes that you have also.
Sick. How much is that?
That one is $40.
What?
That's so crazy.
Sid,
That's a bargain.
I need
Gotta
you
up
to
this.
style me ASAP.
I got you.
I love what you're doing, because this isn't accessible to the average person. Like and I don't think. Do you realize like how groundbreaking and like how much of a pioneer you are in this? Because to become a stylist is like back in the day or before, I think Tick-Tock is completely different.
Yeah.
So you're sort of, you're like creating a new lane, you know, for people that like want to style. Is it just you doing this? Are you the only person?
The only one that I know.
No, I'm sorry. For Takeout by Sid, or is it just you putting everything together for everyone?
Right now, yes.
Wow.
I did have another stylist working with me, but now she works another job. I am planning on expanding and getting more stylists to work with me, because that's what would help me really keep my prices down and keep it affordable. And that's what I want for people. Yeah. So yeah, right now it is just me doing all the styling.
What about budget and affordability? Like, do the clients give you the amount that they want to spend per outfit?
Yeah, that's how it works. Basically, like on the order form, you can list a budget. So if you don't list a budget, no problem. I will be like kind of reasonable. I'll try my best. But yeah, the minimum is $250 just because I put together 4 outfits.
Okay, so $450 for 4 outfits.
$250 for 4 outfits.
That's pretty good. Yeah, but that's pretty good because that's 4 because I'm assuming you're getting a lot of articles of clothing through that. Like a good 6 to 7, right?
Oh, sometimes even more, because sometimes it's like 4 different pants. It depends. It really depends what kind of style they have, where I can shop for that. So usually it's 4 different pants, 4 different tops, sometimes a couple sweaters, then jewelry, bags, couple of
And I'm assuming a lot of them are sort of reusable pieces, right? Like a pair of pants that you can style a bunch of different ways, not just one leather pant that's only going to go with a certain outfit, right?
It depends on what the client wants.
Right.
Sometimes I have people telling me that they have a lot of basics and they want to become more experimental with their fashion. At that point, I won't really focus on reusing things, but then I'll try to get more unique pieces. But then I have a lot of clients telling me they need things that go with everything because they have a lot of statement pieces. They don't know how to style them, and they need basics. And then that's when I'll make sure that things can work with a few different outfits.
So many questions for you.
I know,
really
so
quick, really quick, based off what you just said, do you think it's important for people to skew more towards accumulating basics in their closet? Because I think I have a lot of friends that have a lot of color and statement pieces, but I think those get tired really quickly, right? If you have a crazy pattern pant that's really awesome, I feel because of Instagram and social media, the lifespan of that pant isn't as long as I think we'd like it to be anymore. It's once you take a photo in it, people really don't like wearing it again. Unfortunately, which is terrible for the environment. Great for your fashion style sense, but
yeah, it's really difficult because with TikTok, the fashion trend cycle has sped up exponentially.
Wow.
Things are going viral on TikTok, and then for example, the House of Sunny dress, the green one.
Yeah.
You guys all know that.
Lauren sent it to me and I go, don't get this. It's out of stock. Remember?
I can't believe how fast things are going through. I was thinking about getting it, and then 2 days later, it was considered chewy. I can't believe I can't get on top of it. And also those the two-tone kind of quilty pants. You know what I'm talking about? They're a block pattern. Those aren't cool anymore, and that was cool last week. It's very hard to keep up.
But
yeah, it's really difficult.
Sid, what are your thoughts? I mean, this is a little deeper, but what are your thoughts on fast fashion? Because I feel that it probably fuels a lot of your business and you're able to dress people in an affordable way. But then, then there's the environment and the fact that people, what are you doing to make sure people are reusing and wearing these things again, right?
Yeah. Well, basically, fast fashion is awful. I think we can all agree on that. But one thing that I did see someone post, and I really agree with it, is don't blame the consumer for consuming fast fashion. Blame the company.
I like that.
You can't. If they're making things affordable, and that's what's affordable to people, that's what's accessible. Right. You can't blame people for wanting to look. Everyone wants to look good. Not everyone can afford to shop at all these small brands that charge $100 for a shirt,
or $500 for a knit sweater. We don't have that sort of contemporary mid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That being said, I'm not my job, I'm not a consumer, but I'm also not the supplier. So I feel I do kind of have a responsibility to shop as sustainably as possible for my clients. I try not to shop a lot on fast fashion, but obviously I end up, I have to, because my whole thing is affordability. I don't want to go and shop
Gen
really
Z, man. Gen Z saving the world. Wait, how old are you? You're 21?
I'm 21.
Iconic.
Yeah.
This
Gen
is
Z's
so fucking
all
cool.
about Gen Z's all about thrifting items. Do you ever recommend to your clients to try and thrift like a t-shirt or something?
Or buy vintage?
Yeah, like honestly, like this is going to be like a little bit of an unpopular opinion,
It's okay.
but
Don't worry.
I don't love referring my clients to like popular Depop sellers.
Totally.
What's a Depop seller? Is that like thread up?
It kind of. Depop is like it's a marketplace for vintage and thrifted clothes. So like there's a lot of Depop sellers that will go to thrift stores and like buy up like $400 worth of affordable clothes
And then jack
for
up the
people that need
price.
it. Jack up the price by 10 times and then sell it for a profit.
But they will, let me just caveat, they will like fix items too, right? Like they'll add a button, they'll clean it, you know what I mean? They'll sort of like,
of
it's like
course.
you're renovating like a vintage piece. So you're also
Of course,
paying for that.
Yeah. I love vintage renewal shops. I love that. They're like transforming pieces, making them vintage so you don't have to like go on Urban Outfitters and pay like $100 for a vintage renewal sweater.
Exactly.
Right. I follow two YouTubers that do that.
Urban loves a vintage renewal, right? Like
They love it. But like I'm not going to pay like $100 for a sweater I can go to the thrift store and buy for 10.
Exactly. It's like all stuff from Goodwill that you can make look really cool if you put in a little work. I just want to backtrack real quick because I did have a question. When people are uploading pictures of their own closet, right, and you're basing an outfit over stuff that they already own, how does that work? Would I have to send you a picture of my entire closet? Like, how does that work?
Well, it depends. Like some clients do send me pictures, like individual pictures. I get like 100 pictures of everything they have in their closet, and I'll make I'll make 4 outfits out of that. That does take a lot more time, but it is what I offer, and I do search for like the cooler things that they wouldn't usually put together, just so that they can get the most out of the package. It's not going to be like a basic outfit that they can make themselves. It's going to be something cool. But then I do get sometimes just people sending me like 5 or 6 pieces that they're like, I don't know how to style this. Please help me. And then at that point, like sometimes I can't put those pieces together. So I'll put them on the document and then give them links to other pieces that they can combine with that.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of like what they want when they need like to know how to use that stuff in their wardrobe, not just like put outfits together in their wardrobe.
I can't tell you the amount of people that I personally have turned on to Nutrafol in my chair. I'm not taking credit for Nutrafol, but I do think it is a magical supplement that you can take for anyone who's feeling like they're losing their hair.
Yeah, and it's not just for women, guys. I know that we're talking to mostly women here, but it's 80 million men and women in the U.S. that are experiencing hair thinning. And so many people don't talk about it, which can mean that going through it is scary and stressful, and it adds to the problem. It seriously adds to the problem. But now you can take control of that and get thicker, fuller, healthier hair in just the next few months. And that's with Nutrafol, and it's a supplement that is all natural. There's no drugs in it.
Which is what I like. And on top of thicker, stronger hair without laser chemicals, like all those drugs, their ingredients can also help you get a handle on better sleep, which is kind of insane. A better handle on stress responses, also helps your skin, nails, and libido. So, I mean, this is like a one and done, guys. This thing's like magic.
Absolutely. If you're feeling any kind of stress about hair loss, I urge you guys to try Nutrafol and let us know about your hair growth experience. You have nothing left to lose. Visit Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for a customized product recommendation that puts the power to grow thicker, stronger hair back into your hands. So you get a little bit of control over that hair loss.
And now you guys can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and using the promo code GETIT to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is the best offer available anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, you're going to get free shipping on every order. So get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. That is Nutrafol.com, promo code GET IT for hair as strong as you are. Okay, so somebody who's like very much a millennial, and a chuggy. As
She
they like
didn't
to
know
say.
what Depop was, so we already know that coming in here.
So I'm a chuggy. So my question to you as a 21-year-old stylist is like, for someone like me, what are a few basics, like modern basics, that I should definitely invest in?
Okay. Definitely a pair of like good straight leg slouchy baggy jeans. I feel like I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of millennials are like attached to skinny
I'm
jeans.
not
and
attached.
gonna be
Actually,
like,
we've talked about this before. So glad that skinnies are out. In my opinion, they've never been something that I found flattering or comfortable.
I just want to say one thing before we continue on is that we have a Facebook group where we have a lot of our listeners commenting, and almost once a week we have a whole thread of people being like, I don't understand this new pant trend. I can't get rid of my skinny jeans. I look like a box. I don't know. So I guess in addition to her question, how do you style the baggy jeans to not look like a box as an older, like 30 to 40-year-old?
But continue with the staples.
Yes, continue with the staples
Continue.
and brands that you like and where we can find them.
Yeah.
yeah. So personally, like a lot of my basics, like I love baggy jeans. And what I like to style that with is like an oversized tee.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to do, a little trick is what you want to do when you're to not look like a box while you're having those baggy jeans is to look for something longer and not bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's because like the bigger is going to make you look like a box. It's going to make you look.
You're talking about the shirt or the jean?
The shirt.
So you want a long shirt, not like a wide big tee.
Got you.
Exactly. That's what you want because the wide will make you look. It'll make you look like a box, which is what you're saying. Like that's an issue.
And what are your go-to places for those types of jeans?
For those types of jeans, Zara has really good ones.
I love how you say Zara.
Yeah, Zara. Like my favorite jeans from Zara that like are perfect for this is like the mid-rise straight leg jean.
Mid-rise straight leg.
I know mid-rise kind of scares a lot of people, but it's really not that mid-rise. It's like it's kind of high-rise, but like it's the best jean personally. I think it gives like such a nice feel without like making you look like making your legs look like balloons. Cause sometimes jeans can do that, but this one just like little bit of bagginess at the shoe.
Yes.
And that's what we want.
Yes. And do you buy this jean in your typical size or do you go a size up to make it baggier or?
Well, like it depends. Cause like a few people have bought this and they've told me like, oh, I had to size up. And then a few people have told me like, oh, the sizing was perfect.
Right. Zara's jeans are a little off, I feel like, with sizing.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Interesting.
I would say I personally, just out there listening, guys, I bought 3 pairs of the BDG Urban Outfitters, like kind of wide leg pant. I got them in black, like khaki and jean, and that's all I wore on vacation. Just cycled them through, and you can just wear like a cute little tight top too if you're concerned about the boxiness.
I love BDG.
Yeah.
What
brand.
about
BDG, that's what I was going to say. They're amazing. Their stuff is really great.
So nice.
what kind of shoe should I wear every day?
Might get hate for this, but Air Forces go with everything.
Yeah.
I'm wearing them right now. They literally go with everything.
And the Jordan 1, I feel like, is also coming back into style. But what do you think? I believe everyone should own a pair of white sneakers. Do you think that that's so like last decade, and we're sort of going it? I think yeah, right. Like that's always going to be a staple.
Oh, yeah, no, white sneakers go with absolutely everything. Like I don't care what people say. Like Air Forces, oh my gosh, she's so basic. Like no, Air Forces are amazing, and I love them. If you feel like it's too basic, go for like a Reebok Club C. If you still feel like that's too basic, go for a Converse because people don't rip on Converses; they rip on Air Force One. So you're safe with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a client that they're paying $30 to be styled or $40 to be styled, but their budget is like a designer, like crazy astronomical prices? Yeah, that's fun.
I have. You know what it is, but it's not because like I do try to like use as much of the budget to like make their stuff designer. But at the same time, I'm making 4 outfits. So I'm trying not to like spend like $700 on a shirt because of that. Like it's only 4 outfits. So like sometimes I do get people being like, oh, my budget is $3,000. Like, I usually email them back being like, do you want to purchase another package to fill out that $3,000 or do you want that only on 4 outfits? Like I like to clarify with that because sometimes they think that they're getting like an unlimited amount of outfits with like how many other clothes I can use with their budget.
What's your bandwidth? How long does it take you to do these packages? So, for example, if actually, this is a great question. I have a baby shower I'm going to. Like, what do I wear to a baby shower? as a
Yes,
millennial?
Naz.
Because
that is the question.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to make this about me. I don't wear sundresses, really. I like feeling like a girl. I just don't have those pieces in my closet.
Naz,
so, like, I don't want to go.
My question that I wrote down is this. I go, when I get dressed up, I don't want to wear a sundress. I want to wear a baggy shirt. Like, what do I do?
Right.
Yes.
I found at Zara yesterday this monochromatic, cool green sort of. It's like, like that blouse with the buttons that you can like. I feel like it's very trendy to like not button like the last three, show a little midriff there, and then the same color green like pants, that are like mesh. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I could dress this up or down with sneakers, but what the fuck do you wear to a baby shower as a millennial?
Honestly, like what I would say if you don't want to wear like a sundress. First of all, I don't know if this is your vibe, but a midi dress, those are super cute. And like, they're not like, I don't feel like my butt's going to fall out.
Is that appropriate? Like, do you know what I mean?
Why not?
I don't know.
I guess it's like beyond the knees, right? It's between your knees and
goes
your
right
ankles.
below
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you said
dress,
mini.
a midi.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no, midi.
Okay, and midi, is this midi dress super tight? See, I skew more masculine, so I like flowy clothes, and I think that's where I got tripped up. You know what I mean? Because all that stuff's tight.
Yeah, if you want to go with something more like a little bit casual, a little bit more like androgynous, I would love to see you in like a black kind of loose midi dress, Doc Martens, and then like a tight white tee underneath.
Yeah.
I think that might be really cute.
That is really
And then if
cute.
you want it, if you wanted, you can put like a loose satin button up on top.
Yeah.
If you want to if you don't want to be like super exposed.
Yeah,
And
I like
layer.
that.
Oh, I love that. That's great. What this leads me into a great question, which like I don't want to ask it and I don't know how to ask it. But like for example,
Go ahead.
Because I really don't like ageism. Like I think everyone should be able to wear everything. But I don't know, and there's no like monolith. It's not like one Gen Z's opinion is all of Gen Z's opinion, right? Like same with anyone.
Yeah.
But like I think with these recent sort of like this is out, like Gen Z sort of like come for millennials in a way where it's like skinny jeans are out. Like you need to have a middle part, which like thank God I was like never into those things anyway. But
you were never into a side part.
I was never really in. I mean, I haven't been for a while, I guess is what I'm saying. Not that it matters. It's like whatever. Everyone's beautiful. I guess I just don't know how to ask. Like, are there certain things that like I shouldn't be wearing? I don't know.
That was my question. I was like, what should I definitely get rid of from the closet?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
And is there something that's like too young, like where it's like, am I reaching this age now that I'm
As a
31?
21-year-old, and be honest.
Yeah, like I'm a
When do you
decade older
think-
than you.
When
Am I
do you-
gonna?
When do you think we should stop wearing crop tops? Because like I think, okay, so this is what I've decided as a 33-year-old. I'm like, okay, I can't do like the bra top as a top anymore, but I think I can almost do the crop top until I'm 40.
Yeah, it's a tough thing because like I think there's a difference between crop tops that are tight and crop tops that are loose. I think as you get older, I don't like seeing the loose, like really loose, super crop top on like the older people.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to say the opposite.
The loose seems younger and hipper to me. Like I see a loose crop top being worn with baggy jeans and Air Force Ones, which is like more of a Gen Z look. I hate to keep using these terms, honestly, because everyone's like different, but I can see like you can also see your bra almost with.
What
the
do you guys
loose-
mean by a loose crop top? Is that like a tee that's been cut?
Yeah.
That's sort of like, is that what you're referring? I just want to paint the
find
picture
those-
since it's a podcast for people to like understand. And then
like a loose crop top that like it's like you took a longer shirt, like you went to the thrift store, took a shirt, cropped it. Now it's like super cropped. You can, if you lift your arms, you see your entire bra.
So you think
That's
that
what-
is in, but that's something that we shouldn't be wearing?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's in anymore. Like I'm starting to see a little bit of chugginess with that.
What is chuggy according to like a Gen Z stylist on TikTok? To you, what is chuggy?
Well, besides the skinnies.
chuggy is like something that used to be super, super in, but now it's been so overdone and like thrown in your face that it's like you're sick of seeing it. And it just like, you realize now you've come out of the hype and out of the when it was like at its trend peak. And now you're like, what is that? Why did we all wear that?
Can you give us examples of things that you believe are chuggy?
Okay, the color turquoise is chuggy.
Shit.
Yes.
Like, you're so
Ashley, Ashley, I think of you when I think
my whole paradise experience is turquoise, and I love turquoise in a tropical environment. Oh God.
It's okay.
No, like
first of all, you can be chuggy and proud. Like that, no one's looking down. Like you can own this. Like it doesn't matter.
This is for people who like want to be up with the trends. We're not like shaming anyone who doesn't care about that,
right? This or can't afford to, because it is expensive to keep up with trends too.
Absolutely. My bank account would be so much different if I didn't try. Okay, so I was away this week, and I was like, you know, I sit at home all day and I'm on TikTok and I'm like planning my outfits in my head, but I don't like go out. I don't see very many people. So I have my outfits. I have my cool BD jeans, and then I have my cool tops and whatever, and all of my layered gold necklaces. And I go out and I look like everyone else. And I really didn't anticipate this. So how can we like slightly update the outfits that everyone has?
Lauren, I love that you asked that question, because I think that's why I haven't leaned in, to be honest with you, Sid, into Air Force Ones and other things like that, because I don't want to look like every girl on Instagram. But it's tough, right? Because like one influencer wears something and then everyone's like, oh, that looks good, I want to wear it. So how can I guess Lauren's question is, how can we make it more personal and like unique to just Lauren or Naz's style?
Yeah. What I've been doing more recently, like once I found fashion and I like became a stylist, what I realized is, for me, I stopped following the big trends that like I see on TikTok, because I feel like once I see something, like once I see someone post like, this is what you're going to wear this summer. Yeah. I'm like, okay, 400,000 people saw that. 400,000 people are going to be wearing that. I don't want to wear that. I wear what I like. I spend my time shopping and I see something. I'm like, do I like this because I think it would look good on me and I think I would look confident in it? Or do I like it because someone told me on TikTok that this is what to wear?
Very good. Right. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like also something that like people I think that like is helping people is finding more unique patterns. Like going on more small business websites and finding those types of patterns. That's what you want to stick with. Less Zara. The Zara patterns are overdone.
Right. Like everyone's wearing Zara. That's so true.
Everyone.
There is what do you think we're going to be seeing for fall? Because we're entering September. So what are the fall trends that you're seeing? I think one that I'm really into right now is I have a lot of cowboy boots, but I don't have cowboy boots that go up right under the knee, that are sort of loose and chunky. And I'm seeing a lot of influencers wear like blazers with like a mini skirt, white tank, and then like the cowboy boot, which I'm so excited for because I love Western style. Is that something that you see happening for fall? And what else do you see for fall?
The cowboy boots have been in for a while, but we haven't seen them with fall fashion, which I think I'm really excited for. We've seen it with like loud patterns, but I think like cowboy boots with like a black mini skirt, and then like, for example, let's say like a white button-up t-shirt, have just like a couple buttons done, the rest loose. I think that's really cute. And then like a blazer on top. I think that's super, super cute. Like layering is really, really in for fall. That's no surprise. What we saw last year was like crew necks with like a collar, poking out.
Oh yeah, got a couple of those.
And I feel like I feel like now, like with a tennis skirt, it's a little chug. But
I feel like the tennis skirt's out, Sid. What do we think? I saw that everywhere last year.
It is out. It's out. But I feel like you can make it really, really cool if you try. Like make it like editorial with like some weird pieces. Like you can make like a weird outfit with a tennis skirt that looks cool. But like if everyone's going to wear it with like a tiny tank top or like a crew neck with like a collar peeking out, it's overdone already. Like we've seen, it's nothing new.
I love it.
Whenever I try on a tennis skirt, like the pleated tennis skirt, I hate my life.
That's the one we're talking about. That was so in. I never got it.
I'm like a school uniform.
I'm too thick-thighed for that.
Exactly, Ashley. Like, but all white. Everyone was wearing that with like a sort of like this college like crew neck sweater and like a white collar underneath. That was like the style I feel like last year. Sid, oh my God, this has been so fun. We have one or two more questions for you before we let you go because you're a busy woman. What is your fashion inspo? And what are your thoughts on 90s fashion?
My fashion inspo, I'd say there's no celebrity that really like depicts my style. The closest one I'd say would be Bella Hadid.
Okay. I like it.
Like every single other girl
a lot
ever,
of hip hop
like,
influence, which makes sense because you like work in hip hop and stuff too. I feel like
yeah. Zendaya too, super cool. Like I love baggy, everything baggy. I love that. And then like wearing tight clothes for like events and stuff, like dressing up. Like I feel like that, like having that like difference is really cool. But I'd say like my style is like a hybrid between like streetwear, preppy Y2K, and like business casual.
Okay,
like that's like my thing.
Love it.
Can I ask one question? I was at the airport yesterday and I saw two girls who looked like they were 18. They had, I think it was like vintage Balenciaga bags, like the ones we all saw in 2005. Are those like back in? You know, like Mary-Kate and Ashley had those huge oversized bags. Naz, you don't understand what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Those like little bowling bags, kind of.
What's the silhouette of the bag? Is it like
I think it was a Balenciaga motorcycle bag.
Balenciaga motorcycle bag? What's the question? Like what to wear to the airport?
But no, my question is, I guess trends and purses.
Oh my God! You know who made bags like this?
Yes,
I know what you're talking about.
yes.
Yes, you know who made bags like that I had? Was it Kathy Jean? Was that the name of it? Do you guys remember that brand?
I don't remember, but I just wanted to know if these 2005 bags were coming back around and if I should be worried about it.
Be worried about it.
Oh my God! No.
I like that. I haven't seen that anywhere, but low key, like it's pretty cool. I think it's like I wouldn't wear it like on like this, like on my elbow. I don't think I'd wear it on my elbow. And just that, I think I would wear it more with like the strap and have the strap over my shoulder and have the bag like hang down a little more.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Like I've seen Marc Jacobs do like the tote bag. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That is really cool. I really like that.
I haven't.
Yeah, because I think we were in such a small bag trend where it was just like for your lipstick. It was just for yourself. And I thought maybe we'd lean a completely different direction for fall and do oversized or something because I saw these girls with the oversized bag. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think that's really cool. Like with the big strap, I think that looks really nice.
Yeah. I love it.
Well, I have one more. You talked about how it's like Y2K fashion. So is 90s fashion done?
No, I love 90s fashion. 90s, like model off duty, like Jennifer Aniston, so cool and will always be cool. Like maybe not the neon colors as much in the 90s and like the weird patterns, but like just that like really basic outfit that like everyone, I don't know,
just
that type of style
it's
is
just
really
very
cool.
effortless. I feel like 90s
It's
style.
very
Very
effortless.
comfortable, which is why I think it'll always be in.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool. Sid, well, where can people find you if they want your styling services?
Go to my Instagram, Take Up by Sid, my TikTok, Take Up by Sid, or if you want to purchase a package, www.takeupbysid.com.
And Sid, SYD.
SYD, yeah.
Yes. You're amazing. I can't wait to buy one of your packages.
I know. I'm like thinking about
so
items that I
excited.
want to send to you. Okay. Thank you so much. So
Bye.
helpful.
Thank you so much,
You're
guys.
the best. Bye, Sid. Good luck with
Bye-bye.
everything.
Thanks.
So what a wealth of knowledge. All right, guys. Well,
I love talking to the youths.
It's like we're just trying to just keep up with the times, and now we are joined by Hunter Tor, who I think you're muted, Hunter.
Yes, sorry. Hello.
Oh my
Hi.
God, amazing! Wow, love your
Hi,
face.
Hunter. I'm Ashley.
I'm Naz.
Hi,
Hi, I'm
Naz.
Lauren.
Hi,
My
Lauren.
fiance's name is Hunter. He'll love this episode.
Hunter, how are you? And tell us sort of like maybe go back to the beginning of like. I know that you're in between LA and Massachusetts and you work mainly in theater, right? And like costumes, and you just have a great eye for color. And then one day you posted a video giving advice on TikTok, and that's sort of where everything started. Is that right?
Just about, yeah. So as you said, I am a student and I bounce back and forth between New York, Los Angeles, and Massachusetts. I'm originally from Massachusetts. Woo woo.
Woo woo.
Yay.
So I originally started on TikTok just for fun, like it all starts, and I was posting a lot of theater content, and funnily enough, I one day posted a video of me styling different outfits out of, I think it was curtains, and then
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
That's
Sound of
amazing.
Music.
Oh yeah, very Sound of Music.
it was very much one of those moments, and then it blew up randomly. I was like, oh, people like this, so I kept rolling with it, and then as time went on, people kept being like, oh, we love your outfit styles, we love your choices, and we kind of want to know more like about how you style. And so then I made a video about saying basically, hi, like I'll help you style anything, I'll do it for free, I do it for the joy of it. And I got so many DMs and duets, and it was a really awesome experience. And so since then I'd slowed down a little bit because I took a break from TikTok for a while, but I'm back again, and it's been a really fun and enjoyable experience.
Why'd you take a break?
I needed it for my mental health. I was
Yes.
in the middle of a show, and on top of that, I was in school and the pandemic, and I was helping out with things at home, and it just became very overwhelming for me to maintain everything going on. So
Right.
TikTok was one of the first things to go, and I've slowly been getting back into it, and I've been really happy about it because I've kind of found that love for it again. So I was really happy I took that break.
That's really healthy that you did that and that you acknowledged that. And I'm glad you brought that up, because what's interesting about your TikTok page is that you, and correct me if I'm wrong, you actually don't want to be a stylist. Is that right still?
No, I mean, if the opportunity comes a knocking, I'm not going to deny it. But
Yeah, Tim Gunn's calling.
yeah, exactly. But for me, no, I don't necessarily want to be a stylist. I want to be an actor, if anything. But it's more, I do it for the joy of it, and I do it for the fun of being able to express this side of myself that I don't really get to in everyday life.
So what are people asking you? Because people are still asking you for fashion advice.
Yes.
You're not technically a stylist. So what sort of services and quotations are you offering on TikTok when it comes to fashion? And what are the questions that people are most asking you?
So people get very specific. They'll say things like, how do I style a 8-inch mini skirt with polka dots and stripes going through the middle? And I'm like, wow, that is so specific.
God.
So,
No, but that's a problem.
yeah, yes, it is. But they also will ask things like, here's my entire closet. What colors go together? What tops do you think? So it depends on what the person sends me. If they send me a video of their whole wardrobe, I'll say, oh, I like this piece, and this piece would go very well with that. Like, that green top would go really nice with those white pants, and like maybe that blouse with those high-waisted pants, or that dress with these shoes. So that happens. And then if someone sends me a very like specific article of clothing, I ask usually what they have, what styles and silhouettes make them feel comfortable, and then I will spitball with them about ideas I think they would also look good in.
Do you respond to these like privately, or are they all like for everyone to enjoy on TikTok?
It depends. Most of them privately, because a lot of people end up just DMing me on Instagram. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of my followers be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. And
Yay.
A lot of them aren't as comfortable because a lot of questions I get are transgender community members who are trying to talk about coming out of the closet and being gender fluid and expressive in that way. So it's a lot of private things for that, and I completely respect their privacy. If they make a video, then that's obviously way more public, and I will... If someone asks me things directly, or I'll get like a ton of comments about one styling, I'll make a video on that. But a lot of it is done in private.
What I love about you, Hunter, and what I love about your page, because I actually don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. I'm like an elder millennial now. I love when you say, have a huntastic day. But I also love that you really push the boundaries of clothing and like gender norms. And my style, like I like to be really girly sometimes and like lean into that, but that's very rare.
Yeah.
And so I like to like wear a lot, like when I go into Zara, sometimes I go in the men's section, and I like wearing a lot of men's clothes. So can you talk about are you seeing that, I don't want to call it a trend, but are you seeing gender norms becoming more normalized when it comes to clothing?
Yeah, definitely. I think especially with a lot of celebrities, for example, like Harry Styles, a lot of celebrities nowadays are showing their more fluidity between clothing genders, and I think even in stores and in high fashion now, which is great because if it starts in high fashion, it will eventually trickle down to bargain deals. So I'm seeing a lot more skirts on men or like more masculine, loose-fitting clothes on women. And I think from my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong because I'm never perfect, but there's been a lot more masculine shaped clothing for women for a few years, and it's becoming more normalized for them. And now we're just starting to make that corner with men and how men can wear skirts and men can have high-waisted pants and flowy things and not super fitted suits and straight lines.
Right. So do you get...
If I see a guy in like a silky floral shirt, it's automatic weak in the knees. So like I'm just...
It's so true.
I'm just wondering, how can we like kind of introduce this to our like very like, oh, I'm a man sort of like partners? Because I've taken... Hunter shopping and I'm like, please put on this like silky shirt, but like so what's something we can slowly introduce into their wardrobe?
That's a great question, because when I got my friends got like husbands or boyfriends sort of wear stuff, they are so reluctant to try these like tighter, shorter, European, more feminine styles. So I think that's a really good question.
So for when it comes to shirt wise, if you want to get your husband Hunter in a silky floral shirt, I would say start with getting him used to the material and getting him to really like it. Because once he likes that silkiness, then he'll want to slowly buy more and more of this. And if you want him in that floral style, that's just like something that you can slowly introduce. Start introducing a few patterns, and then just one day hand him the floral shirt, and then he'll say, "Oh, shirt. It's a slow hill." And then when it comes to shorts and trying to kind of get that more European style, just slowly get the inseam just shorter every time. Just go up by an inch every time you buy a short, and eventually they won't notice.
I love what you did. I love what you did on TikTok. It's this classic white button up that you kind of rolled the sleeves above your elbows and like kept it unbuttoned and then tucked into a high-waisted pant. I think that is like the modern day Prince Eric sort of vibe that we all need to be reintroduced to our men.
Love that description, modern day Prince Eric.
Modern day Prince Eric. And
he's actually never seen The Little Mermaid, though, Lawrence.
We watched it last night.
Oh, wait, what? You didn't tell us this. Wow. He had never seen The Little Mermaid.
We watched it last night. He loved it. But anyways, I just love what you did to that, and I encourage everyone to go over in your TikTok and actually see it.
Yeah, so I thank you very much for all that. I am very much an advocate for the high-waisted pant for men. I think it's a very nice silhouette on us, and we had it in the 1930s and 40s era, and I really want to bring it back, especially with the flowy pant. I think that kind of A-line shape on a man is a really strong silhouette to go for, and I really, really enjoy it. So I'm really hoping that comes back, because a lot of the times, especially as a guy, you have to shop in the women's section for that. And obviously women's pants aren't all built for men because of the crotch area. And so you have to kind of find just such a specific style and shape. And I've been very fortunate enough to like find those.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Do you charge for your services, Hunter?
Right now, no. Just because I think everyone deserves a right to be able to have a stylist, and since my services aren't super in depth, I'm not taking so much time of my day that I need to be charged for it. I think maybe in future endeavors, if I did private consultations, I may charge a little bit, but because of everyone deserves like a right to look good, you know?
I love that I'm telling you guys, Gen Z saving the world. We just had Takeout by Sit On, which do you guys know each other? Because you were both in the Dazed Fashion article that I read.
Not personally. I obviously also saw the Dazed article, and I was like, oh, incredible. So,
yeah. No, that's good. But she charges, and I guess, I don't know if it's something that you'd be like interested in doing. I'm sure you could like make money off of it. But obviously that's like a full-on time commitment sort of thing. That's so cool, though, that you like just give advice for free. That like warms my heart.
Hunter, where do you shop most?
Oh, this is a great question. I mostly shop at thrift stores. And
okay, so I thought that you might, just looking at your TikToks, and then our last guest, she was like not all like she likes, but she wasn't like obsessed with thrifting. But based on the items that I saw you getting, I was like, oh, this guy's into it.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for thrift shopping. I think you can find amazing things for very cheap, especially high end stuff. You just have to know the right places to look.
Well, where are the right places?
Well, since I'm new here to LA, I mean, obviously there's always the good old Goodwill, but there's also Buffalo Exchange, and then there's this store in LA for all my LA people out here.
Yeah.
It's called 2nd Street, if I'm not mistaken, and it's by the Buffalo Exchange in downtown Hollywood. I think it's in West Hollywood, and I love it there because it ranges from like vintage Burberry that is really beautiful and gorgeous for a lot of money, but reasonably priced, to a $3 shirt. So it
do they do a big like dollar sales on Sundays or something?
That's Buffalo Exchange.
Oh, that's Buffalo Exchange. Okay.
I think on Sundays they have like a huge pile and everything's $1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're saying this one's near that on La Brea.
Yeah, it's right on La Brea, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so cool.
I
I never
love
heard of
thrifting.
2nd Street.
My
Me
best
too.
thrift ever was that leather jacket. Okay, what's the brand?
Oh. What is it? Oh, it's Givenchy?
No.
It's Balenciaga.
No.
What the hell is it?
It was that one that the Kardashians were wearing so much a couple years ago. The one that
Balmain.
they had.
Balmain.
Balmain.
Thank
Thank you. Balmain. Okay, so it was originally $1,200 and I got it for $300, and it is the best piece in my closet.
I mean, it's still expensive for thrifting.
no,
Yes,
of course.
But the thing is,
but-
any black real, it's genuine leather, right?
Yeah.
Like any black leather jacket, real, vintage, brand new, is going to cost you $250 to $300, I think. But that's a piece you're going to have forever. That's going to
Ever.
like become a part of you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's so cool. Hunter, what we asked Sid this, but what fall trends are you excited for, and what should we be wearing in the fall now that September is upon us?
I love fall. I'm a sucker for sweater weather. I'm just going to say it right now. But I think I want to blend, for me this year going into fall, I want to try and blend more summer styles into fall, because I feel like so often we blend winter styles into fall styles. So I think I want to keep a heavy flowiness to my stylistic choices. So like thicker fabrics, but still have that flow of summer, if that makes sense. And still the autumn tones.
I love that. So for example, like a chunky knit sweater with a mini skirt. Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
Or like a really heavy flowy skirt and a nice tight black top, for example.
Okay. Do you, so I don't know how to phrase this question. You are someone who just has a good eye, right? Do you think that that's something that can be learned, or do you think that that's something that you were just born with?
For me personally, I think it can be learned, but I know I was born with it. I've always been asked fashion advice ever since I was a little child. And I've grown on it because I've kept up with fashion. I've kept up with helping people pick out color choices and understanding color combinations. So I think it's definitely something that can be learned and kept up with, but I definitely had a natural born gift for it.
Did you grow up in an environment that you think fostered that gift, right? Like, were your parents creative? Did they have a lot of cool colors in the living room? Because I think that's also a big part of it, too.
We saw a TikTok of your mom's wardrobe.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet.
My mom is a style icon, and she would always have me be like, Hunter, does this shoe match this outfit? And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I think you're good. But if you pair with that blouse, it'd be a little better. And my grandmother is also a huge inspiration for my fashion. She is a fashion icon and deity because the way she sees color and pulls an outfit together is quite incredible. And she'll be wearing the same thing 5 days in a row and no one will notice because she styles it so differently.
Wow, you have to start sharing like videos and photos of that. I'm so glad you brought that up, because I think growing up in South Florida for me, like there's this term called grand millennial, and it's millennials that sort of lean into grandma fashion. So
Never heard this.
Yeah,
This
so
is
grand millennials, like, you know, your kitchen is very like rooster wallpaper, or like, you know what I mean, ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that really likes it, and I think it's because I grew up in South Florida around a lot of like old people, and we didn't call them vintage shops. My mom would take me to consignment shops and stuff. So what are your thoughts on like grand millennial and like people leaning into like this sort of grandma style or older style?
I personally love it. I also have a sister who does the exact same thing. She's always leaning into that more older style, older fashion sense. And so I've grown up with that around me. And I think this, like, the style of back then is beautiful. And the silhouettes were so much more creative, and how fashion was even like the means of creating a gown, or the means of creating a top, were so much more in depth and in detail that I think appraising the fashion of those eras is really important and powerful to keep up, because it was so like it's a timepiece almost. You can't really
it's like everything had more structure to it.
Yes, very true.
It wasn't like 3D printed and for the masses, you know, and sold like on a hanger at the mall under fluorescent lighting.
Yeah, it looked more like art visually, at least to me.
Right. So let's say someone's listening and they don't really have a personal style and they don't really know where to start. What advice would you give them? Like, how does someone then build a closet or start purchasing pieces that they can like call theirs and own?
I would say two things. One is save money to buy one piece that is a little more expensive than you're used to, but will last you for a long time.
Like a leather jacket.
Exactly. Or versus buying 5 pieces of fast fashion that you'll wear once. And two, looking up to either anyone really, but either a celebrity, a parental figure, or someone whose styles and silhouettes you enjoy. Take that and slowly apply it into your own life and pull from many different styles and people and icons and ideas. Because then if you are slowly doing this, your wardrobe will slowly become an entire basically collection of beautiful articles of clothing that you have to choose from.
Right. And that you can wear overnight. Yeah. I feel like my dream closet is like Fran Drescher meets Zoe Kravitz. I just think the Kravitz dress so cool.
So cool.
And Cher, obviously.
It's just hard when like your favorite style icon is like such a different body type as well. So like you've got to adapt it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where I struggle, because I'm so into like the tight little tops and huge pants, because like that's what looks good on my body. But I would love to wear like a whole Fran Drescher get up.
I feel like you could. What are your thoughts on that?
Totally
Do you think anyone can pull off anything, Hunter? What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I'm very much an advocate for, if you have the confidence, you can wear anything. Confidence is absolutely key in any outfit you wear, no matter what size you are. It just depends on your outlook on the world, because if you love what you're wearing, everyone else will love what you're wearing.
True.
I love it. So go ahead, Molly.
I was just going to ask very quickly, we're huge musical theater people, and we just wanted to hear a little bit about like your musical theater background and like what shows you've done and stuff.
And what's your favorite?
Oh, okay. Great questions. I love talking about theater, so I'm very excited. So it was a week ago now, yes. I finished a production of The Mad Ones. And that was really exciting because it was my first. We didn't have an audience, but it's filmed, so hopefully I will get that soon and I can send it out to people to see.
Yeah.
But it was my first in-person production in 3 years.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have felt so good.
It felt so good to be back on a stage, and it was so exciting. My favorite Broadway show has to be Bandstand.
Really?
It was.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
I'm a sucker for the 1950s style in general, and I think the music is beautiful. Also, swing dancing is one of my favorite styles of dance that I do, and that's like a huge feature in it. So aesthetically, I just enjoyed the entire show. But I've been in theater since I was in the 5th grade, and I started just at my middle school, went into doing summer stock productions, working as an usher and backstage, and then doing their children's theater, and then it evolved into me going to college and choosing it as a career. So we're here now, you know?
Yay! Well, that's so exciting. We're so excited for all your success, and thank you for coming on and sharing all of this advice with us. Where can people find you on TikTok if they are seeking your fashion advice?
You can find me on TikTok at HRT365. If you want to also find my Instagram, it's HunterTour11, and I have a link tree in my bio that leads to all my other social media accounts.
Amazing. Well, Hunter, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Helping
you.
people with their fashion. So lovely. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. I feel like I learned so much from this podcast, fashion-wise.
Yes. That was fun. That was really fun.
It. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Hopefully you took something new away today.
I'm sure you just got a couple new people to get hooked on TikTok, possibly.
Totally.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Fashion TikTok is like, I think a new community. Well, it's not a new community, but it's been going on, and I think it's blowing up. So, a lot of people are turning to TikTok for fashion advice. So it is there. And thank you guys for joining us. And follow, subscribe, share. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
If you want to be the most interesting person at the cocktail party, well, hop on over and listen to the Brain Candy podcast.
Our award-winning content will have you laughing while you're learning.
We read all the best articles, books, and studies, and keep up with new TV shows, documentaries, and pop culture. And then we cram it all into 2 shows a week.
Conspiracy theories, cannibal rabbits, unsolved mysteries, the history of the Walkman. There's something for everyone.
The Brain Candy podcast. Find our link in the show notes.
Or simply search for the Brain Candy podcast on your podcast app.
I don't get it.
Podcast.